Good morning, family. This morning I am bagging up some IMO5, and I just wanted to show you some of the soil food web inhabitants that have found their way into the pile since it was made. This pile was finished about a month ago, and I've just been letting it sit right on the floor where I always make my IMO piles, which I call my pit. So it's been sitting on my pit for about a month, and here's what's going on inside of it. All right, so I'm just bagging up this IMO5 that's been sitting here for a while. It's been done for about a month, but I just left it piled up on the on my pit here. Just letting nature do its thing. And, there's lots of life in here. And so I basically harvested a couple of the inhabitants that I found in here. These are isopods. These are not roly-polies. These are sow bugs. And you can tell because on their very back end, there are two little sharp points. It's kind of hard to see on camera. And they also do not roll up. These are roly-polies. They are beneficial. Both are beneficial. They chew up, they're shredders. They chew up things, they chew up plant material, and they make it, break it into smaller parts and pieces for microbes to do their work. These are soil centipedes, also very beneficial with the soil food web. And this guy might be hard to see, but this is a house centipede. Not really a centipede, but they call them their house centipede. They get a lot bigger than that, but I had this little guy in my IMO5, and they're beneficial too. They eat different insects, beetles, silverfish, spiders, things like that. So yeah, this is just kind of a few of the what I see when I make an IMO5 here. These are all indigenous to my area. I did not bring these to my pile. They found their way here, and they're fine. They're doing their job, breaking down this IMO5 into components that other members of the soil food web can use. IMO5, I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask, well, when you start collecting your IMO, indigenous microorganisms, you start out with IMO1. And that's basically when you're collecting them with rice in the forest. And you're using that rice as an inoculant, so you'll put a container of rice on the forest floor, and then you will allow that to sit for a period of time, usually from 3 days to 2 weeks, depending on the temperature. And basically the soil microorganisms will inoculate that rice. Now, when you take that collection of rice with inoculation, you can combine that with equal weight sugar, and that will be IMO2. IMO2 can then be used along with other natural farming inputs to inoculate grains and wood chips, which is IMO3. To take that a step further, you want to inoculate some garden soil, so you take equal volume IMO3 plus garden soil, water that back in with IMO2 and other natural farming inputs, and then that is your IMO4. This is IMO5, which is taking IMO4 one step further, and you can use a high nitrogen source such as manure, but I did not have manure, so I used alfalfa and comfrey JLF, the solids from that, as my manure source or my energy source, and then equal volume of that combined with the IMO4, watered with natural farming inputs, is now IMO5. Now this IMO5 is a true natural farming fertilizer, and not only does it have the natural the fertilizer component, it also has all that beneficial biology. So you have each member of the soil food web inside this IMO. I have not seen any worms, And I don't know that there would be any in here, maybe towards the bottom, but you have everything else. There's one right there, little isopod. One that small, you can tell it was actually born in this pile. So not only are the isopods and the other shredders coming into this pile, they're also coming in and breeding. And now I need to make room to make more IMO, so I'm going to go ahead and bag up this IMO5 into burlap sacks, and then it'll be available for me when I'm ready to use it.